Hello my lovers, cheers. Gluten-free pale ale. I'm going to do a video on how to make it gluten-free. Got a friend who's celiac and likes his beer but could only drink cider, so I found a way to make the beer gluten-free, and he's been drinking it very successfully, so I'll cover that in the other video. So anyway, the reason for today's video is some of you have already seen that the other weekend I purchased a Aldi Kamado, and so today is going to be the third cook on it. Still using the coals. Not all the coals have been burnt from the first and second cooks. I've done a roast chicken with roast potatoes, roast carrots, roast onions. That was the first cook. Second cook, we had some thin steaks. They were just fired the Kamado up, got it nice and hot, flash barbecued the steaks, closed the vents, cut the coals go out, and so it's the third cook using the same coals. I am going to put some more in there because this is going to be a bit of a long one. This is going to be a pulled pork. So still trying to find places to purchase the good stuff. So while I've been out and about, I've just been trying to find things that I can use to cook, so I can use the Kamado. So so in Sainsbury's they've got a pulled pork rub, and that's what this is going to be. This is a shoulder joint that the wife bought on the monthly shop, and I've nicked that, and that's waiting to go on actually. So what I've done is I had a bit of the Bullseye barbecue sauce left in a bottle. It was upside down, trying to get as much out as possible. I used that as a binding agent over the meat, and then I've covered it in this pulled pork rub from Sainsbury's. That was done about 3-4 hours ago, and it's been in the fridge ever since. So what we're going to do now is going to go outside and get you set up, and we're going to light the Kamado, and we're going to get that up to temperature, and then we'll put a piece of meat on. Alright, okay, back soon. Right, we're at the temperature. There's the meat. Right, fat side down. And then we're going to chuck in the Inkbird probe. Thickest part will be about there, I should think. Right, and I'll tell you how long I'm going to leave that for in a minute. Right, so Inkbird Barbecue Go IBT6X. So the nice thing about it is you can add your own presets. So press plus, you can go for peak, or you can use a range. So we're going to go peak, and then we're going to add a name, and we're going to go pulled pork, and we're going to go for 70 degrees to start with. And that's that finished. Go back, and there it is, pulled pork. Now then, we're going to do another one. Peak, pulled pork wrapped, and that is going to be set at 95. So when we wrap it in foil, put it back on the barbecue, on the Kamado, then we leave it then till 95 or 95 degrees centigrade, or until the probe, you can push the probe in so it's like butter. So we'll press that there, confirm that. So we've pulled pork, tick, set preset, and that's it. There we are, pulled pork.
currently at 5 degrees. Probably about 2 hours in so far. Maintaining a temperature about 110 degrees centigrade. Just gonna spritz it. So that is 50% cider vinegar, 50% cider. All homemade stuff from young Brendan down the bottom of the road. Right, and finally it's 70 degrees. So time to get it off and wrapped up. It's been spritzed several times. Right, that's going back on until it reaches 95 degrees, I think it is. So, it's finally reached 95 degrees. So I'm going to take it off. Now, I'm supposed to put it in a cool box for an hour, but I haven't got a cool box. So, it smells good, man, I tell you. So I'm going to put it in this freezer bag. And hope it don't melt the bag. And then we shall do a taste test. So the pork's only been resting for half an hour, but to be fair, it must have stalled at 69. It was like it's 69 degrees for an hour. I'm like, for God's sake, come on. And then it dropped to 68. I was like, oh, it's pulling my hair out. But anyway, it got to 70 degrees, wrapped it in foil, put it back in the Kamado, and it quickly rose to 95. So it's been in the bag. Started this probably a little bit later than I should have. I think it was about 2:30, and it's now 10 to 9. I'm bloody starving. The wife's nagging me. So let's unwrap it and see what it's like. Still hot. Can you see the juices in there as well? Right, all that's going into the pan. Now let's hope oh, I think that. Oh. Right. Let's have a look. Is it going to pull apart? I'll tell you what I didn't do. I didn't check it with the probe to see if the probe went in like butter. And I think maybe it's not too bad. It probably could have done with a bit more, to be fair. Yeah, I think it could have done with a bit more. Well, there's a nice bit. Let's give it a taste test. tastes bloody lovely. I can pull that apart. So I'll tell you what I've got with that as well. I'm currently pulling it apart. I've got some of Sweet Baby Ray. So that's going to go in it as well in a minute. I've already put some Sweet Baby Ray in there. Just mixing it a little bit more in there. Oh God, I'll tell you what. I had a little taster. Where are you? There you go. That. Oh man, that is just absolutely gorgeous. Hell yeah. So, we're just going to have that with a cheese and rosemary sourdough. But that is just absolutely fantastic. Wow. Oh, right. Thank you for watching. And take care of yourselves. Cheers me dears. Wherever the camera is. Cheers me dears.